This is the Climax AC3000 custom cold wire TIG machine in action. A first of its kind, designed and engineered to take on tedious and difficult welding jobs with remarkable precision, accuracy, and efficiency. On site for a nuclear valve repair, preparation is critical for best results. And here, even the setup of the Climax AC3000 is designed to produce a job well done from the start. A unique feature of this machine is the custom configured weights that are used to counterweight the valve. This was designed to allow proper and smooth rotation of the valve as it rotates. Dry weight is about 800 pounds. The offset weight of the valve can make welding at the 30-degree angle difficult when the weight of the valve is riding on the uphill or downhill side. The custom counterweight system addresses this issue, allowing for smooth rotation throughout the weld. First, the valve is leveled, using a machinist's jack and shims. Next, the valve itself is centered to the chuck and to the torch. These are lined up off the beam to be in exact position, so when the valve is shimmed in the proper position, it is directly in the center of the valve seat. Everything is within 5/1000ths of an inch. The machine ring provides a good smooth surface for the STEADYREST to ride on once it is put in place. The castings of these valves are not always machine true, so this ring was built specifically for this job to allow the STEADYREST to have a proper riding surface. The ring is dialed in with the rest of the machine, and once everything is lined up, the STEADYREST can be mounted. There are quick adjustments on the STEADYREST to get it aligned with the ring. The tension rods allow pressure to be put on the wheels to properly support the valve while it is being loaded into position. Now the tilt function is used to rock the valve back into its welded position. The valve is then loaded at an angle, which allows the operator to get good weld placement in the prep area. At this angle, it allows the torch good access while everything is aligned with the center of the quill and the custom torch. All the rest of the movements of the quill can be made using the control panel. Extend and extract of the torch, as well as the rotation functions, can be controlled. Move the torch into position with the controller. Use the indicators for precision accuracy. After the first weld, usually you'll step back about 50/1000ths and up about 20 to 30/1000ths. We want this weld to be on the outside of the previous weld. This process will be continued all the way through the valve until the operator is confident that the seat weld is completed, and it has as many passes in as the weld requires. The control panel has a modular design which allows the position of the control panel to be close to the welder. All functions of the machine can be controlled from the control panel. This Climax AC3000 features a push-pull wire feed system along with a quill and torch assembly. These assemblies carry the wire, weld current, shielding gas, and the water cooling through the system, all self-contained within the quill torch. Multiple configurations are available, such as GMOF, hot wire GTOF, as well as cold wire GTOF, which we are using here. The compact design of the quill and torch assemblies allows us to reach into very small bores up to 4 feet in length. To apply a fillet weld on the valve seat, the specifically designed custom cold wire TIG torch is used. This torch has a quick connect design which, as you can see, has O-rings for sealing the cooling and shielding gas connections. Wire and gas are fed through the center of the torch. The wire then exits the side of the torch body through a short piece of liner to the tip, where it is directed into the weld puddle. As the puddle forms, the wire will begin to feed into it. It is critical to position the wire directly under and in very close proximity to the tungsten as the wire feeds into the puddle. Enough distance must be maintained from the tungsten, as well as an accurate feed placement into the puddle to prevent contamination to the tungsten or the weld bead. As you can see, the torch is cool. Because the cooling system travels all the way to the torch head area, it allows the entire torch body to remain cool, even as the weld has just been completed. This extends the life of the consumables and allows for extended run times. The result is a finished main steam relief valve, target rock valve that was completed with the Climax AC3000 machine, shown in an as-welded condition. These welds are very difficult and even hazardous to do by hand. Welder fatigue, exposure to dangerous hexavalent chromium, limited access, and restricted visibility makes for challenging welding conditions, precisely where the Climax AC3000 performs best. The Climax AC3000 custom cold wired TIG machine. Another way Climax turns the impossible into the remarkable.